Only a few moments remain. You're not here by accident. This message found you because something in the unseen world has been set in motion, and your soul already knows it. Someone tried to pull you into a web of lies, and the truth they buried is now rising to the surface. Don't look away. This isn't coincidence. It's revelation. The clock is ticking and heaven itself is watching what happens next. You have been silent for too long, and now the silence is echoing louder than any voice raised against you. Every tear you shed in confusion has been counted. Every night you lay awake wondering who you could trust has been recorded. And now, divine justice is stirring, rearranging what was meant to destroy you into something that will define you. Listen carefully, my beloved one. They thought your kindness made you weak. They mistook your patience for ignorance. But heaven has seen the conversations that happened in secret rooms, the messages sent behind your back, the false alliances built to isolate you. The same people who smiled at you carried daggers in their words. They planned, plotted, whispered, and waited for the moment you would break. But you didn't. You stood still. You prayed when others cursed. You forgave when others betrayed. That's why the balance is shifting now. Archangel Michael steps forward, sword drawn, his voice clear as thunder yet gentle as dawn. You were not forgotten, he says. Every injustice written against you has been reviewed. Every accusation has been weighed, and the scale now tips in your favor. Someone thought they could rewrite your destiny, but divine timing has arrived to expose every false hand that touched your name. There will be no more hiding behind masks of loyalty. The truth that was covered in darkness is about to be broadcast in light. And the same people who plotted your downfall will have no choice but to witness your rise. Do not scroll away. Stay still. The next few seconds hold words your soul has been waiting to hear. The storm that came wasn't punishment, it was purification. It separated what was real from what was false. You weren't losing people, you were being revealed to yourself. Every closed door, every cold shoulder, every unanswered message, it was divine intervention in disguise. What you thought was rejection was redirection. What you thought was betrayal was revelation. Someone mentioned your name again last night, not out of concern, but to test how much damage their lies still hold. They wanted to see if you'd break, if you'd cry, if you'd disappear quietly. But you didn't. And now, that energy they sent out has reversed course. They will face the same isolation they once wished upon you. The same rumors they used to frame you will return to their doorstep. The same silence you endured will visit their nights. Not because vengeance has come, but because balance has. The universe corrects what is unjust, and the divine hand doesn't forget. You may feel the air change soon, subtle, electric, undeniable. That's the moment when truth begins to walk through the door. It won't knock, it will enter boldly. The person who betrayed you will try to act unaware, but the guilt will show in their eyes. The truth will make its way through conversation, through coincidence, through divine timing that cannot be avoided. Every hidden motive will be revealed like ink under light. Every false smile will tremble under truth's weight. Archangel Michael says again, this was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to awaken you. What you thought was loss was preparation. The loneliness you felt was clearing space for new strength, new clarity, new authority. You were not forgotten, you were being forged. The confusion was your cocoon. Now comes the transformation. The version of you that once doubted your worth no longer exists. The one who emerges now carries the wisdom of every wound and the power of every prayer whispered in secret. Listen closely. You are seconds away from a shift that cannot be reversed. The doors that were locked will open without a key. The words that once wounded you will lose their power. The people who once looked down on you will search for your guidance. Everything meant to harm you is now becoming the soil from which your peace will grow. The universe doesn't rush, it unfolds. And right now, it's unfolding in your favor. Stay calm. Don't fear what's being revealed. You may tremble at the truth, but you will also heal in its light. Those who once mocked your silence will be silenced themselves, not by force, but by the weight of truth they cannot escape. The energy they released has come full circle. What you sow in kindness returns multiplied. What they sowed in deception returns exposed. This is divine justice, not loud, not cruel, but perfect in timing. The heavens are moving on your behalf. The archangels are not distant, they stand beside you now, clearing the fog of confusion and lifting the veil of lies. You will not have to defend yourself, the truth will speak louder than any argument you could make. Every attempt to erase your name will only highlight your resilience. Every story told against you will collapse under the weight of reality. You were never meant to beg for peace, you were meant to carry it. And now, the peace you carried in silence will roar like thunder in the hearts of those who wronged you. The universe has aligned its timing with your healing. Watch as people who vanished reappear with apologies they never thought they'd say. Watch as opportunities once denied re-emerge with better terms. Watch as the truth unfolds, not suddenly, but inevitably. You are not cursed, you were chosen. You are not forgotten, you were refined. And as dawn breaks, your name will no longer be whispered in rumor but spoken in respect. Stay still a little longer. Something sacred is awakening within you. The same force that sustains the stars is now moving in your favor. You were never alone. Every prayer, every tear, every sleepless night has led to this moment. What was meant to end you will announce your beginning. The storm didn't come to destroy you, it came to reveal who you truly are. And now, nothing will ever be the same. The energy that once surrounded you in darkness has shifted into light, and what was once used against you has become your shield. Every shadow that tried to cover your truth is now trembling in exposure. The unseen realm has declared your release, and every force that conspired to hold you back is losing its grip. You may not see it yet, but everything around you is rearranging in your favor, conversations changing direction, hearts softening, eyes opening. The storm that once raged against you now bows before you, for even the winds recognize the one chosen by divine justice. Your silence was never weakness, it was the echo of patience that heaven could not ignore. Something ancient awakens within you now, an awareness, a knowing, a calm strength that no one can steal. You begin to understand why certain people left, why certain doors closed, why every delay and disappointment had a hidden purpose. The path wasn't blocked, it was being cleared of those who could not go where you are destined to rise. The lessons were heavy, but they were sacred. You weren't losing, you were learning how to walk with purpose. You were being prepared to hold what's coming next without breaking. The same voice that once told you to keep going when you felt like giving up now whispers again, it's time. The universe moves like a living rhythm, and you are now in sync with it. Every breath aligns with destiny, every step guided by unseen hands. Those who mocked your journey will not understand your elevation, for they cannot recognize divine timing, they only recognize noise. But your season is not about noise, it's about revelation. You will no longer need to explain yourself, your presence will speak what your words could not. Those who doubted your worth will witness your rise in silence, unable to comprehend how the one they underestimated became the one chosen to lead, to teach, to heal. The same ground that once shook beneath your feet now steadies your every move. You will start to notice small signs, numbers repeating, familiar songs playing at perfect moments, the wind shifting as if carrying messages meant for your soul alone. That is the universe reminding you, nothing is random. Every coincidence is divine communication. Every delay is sacred choreography. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Archangel Michael stands at your side, his wings spread wide, his sword of truth cutting through illusion. Fear not, he says, for those who rise against truth will crumble by their own deceit. You need only to remain still, and all will unfold in perfect order. And as his words echo through your spirit, you begin to feel peace settle where fear once lived. The faces that once haunted your thoughts begin to fade, replaced by clarity. You no longer chase understanding, you simply see. You see the patterns, the cycles, the manipulations. You see how long you carried burdens that weren't yours to hold. You see that every tear watered the soil of your rebirth. And now, as you breathe, something within you expands, a strength you didn't know was waiting. You realize that forgiveness isn't weakness, it's the ultimate power. Because when you release the weight of betrayal, you rise above the reach of those who caused it. You walk lighter, higher, freer. The divine realm is rearranging timelines in your favor. Events will begin to unfold rapidly, one after another, aligning opportunities, healing relationships, and restoring what was stolen. The truth will surface in unexpected ways, a message, a confession, a sudden shift that makes everything clear. People will reveal themselves without knowing why. Words once whispered in secrecy will reach the light. The lies told about you will crumble when faced with the purity of your spirit. There is nothing that can stop what's coming now, because what's coming is yours by divine right. You may feel moments of déjà vu, as if you've been here before. That's because your soul remembers this turning point, it's been written in your destiny since the beginning. Every lifetime, every lesson, every hardship was guiding you to this awakening. You were never being punished, you were being prepared. And now, the preparation ends, and the revelation begins. The same strength that held you through storms will now carry you into abundance. Your name, once spoken in doubt, will soon be spoken in reverence. The divine doesn't rush, it refines. And you, my child, have been refined into gold. People who once doubted your integrity will come seeking your guidance. Situations that once drained you will dissolve. The very rooms where you were once ignored will now open doors in your honor. You will find yourself surrounded not by noise, but by peace. Not by confusion, but by clarity. You will recognize who truly loves you, not by their words, but by the energy they bring. The false ones will fade quietly, unable to match your vibration. The real ones will remain, drawn to the light you now carry. And you will learn to trust again, not because others have changed, but because you have. This is your ascension. This is your emergence from darkness into power. Every scar, every loss, every heartbreak was a sacred key unlocking another level of strength within you. You no longer chase validation, you radiate it. You no longer beg for peace, you embody it. Those who tried to destroy your spirit have become the reason it shines brighter than ever. And soon, they will understand the truth: you were never theirs to break. You belong to something higher. Something eternal. Stay here for a moment longer. Feel the energy shift around you. The air is alive with promise. The weight that once sat heavy on your chest is lifting. The cycle has closed, and a new one begins. You are no longer the version of yourself that needed to be understood. You are the version that simply exists in truth. The universe has heard your silence and answered with transformation. What was once meant to end you will now exalt you. Every wrong turn led to divine alignment. Every heartbreak led you home to yourself. And now, nothing, absolutely nothing, will ever be the same again. The vibrations around you are shifting with the rhythm of destiny, the unseen forces moving like quiet waves beneath your feet, carrying you forward whether you realize it or not. The very air feels different now, charged with a kind of purpose you cannot explain but deeply feel. You are walking through the invisible threshold between who you were and who you are becoming. This isn't just a new beginning, it's the unveiling of everything that was hidden inside you. Every cell in your body seems to recognize it. You can almost hear the hum of fate calling your name, not with urgency, but with certainty, as if the universe itself is whispering, "You're ready." You will soon look back and realize that all the pain, all the confusion, all the waiting were not punishments but instructions. The universe was teaching you patience when you wanted speed, silence when you wanted answers, solitude when you wanted companionship. It was shaping your heart to hold the magnitude of what's arriving now. The things that were denied to you before weren't lost, they were simply being delayed until your spirit could handle their weight. The blessings you prayed for are now forming in the distance, gathering light and power before they reach you. What once felt like delay was divine precision. Every unanswered prayer was being rewritten into something better than what you asked for. There will be moments in the coming days when you'll feel the world pause for a breath, as if the universe is holding still just for you. You'll sense it in the way things align effortlessly, in the way old wounds suddenly stop hurting, in the way the air feels softer, lighter, easier to breathe. The people who once drained you will quietly step away, and new souls will appear, carrying peace instead of chaos. You'll realize how the universe removes what cannot go where you are destined to rise. You won't have to chase anything anymore. What's meant for you will come with ease. The battles you once fought for survival will now turn into movements of growth, and every scar will become a sacred symbol of endurance. The truth is, you were never meant to live a small story. You were meant to rise in the face of impossibility, to prove that light cannot be destroyed by shadow. Every time you were silenced, your spirit grew louder. Every time you were broken, your strength multiplied. The very people who doubted you were unknowingly helping you discover your power. And now, they will see that power manifest, not as revenge, but as revelation. The tables are turning, not through your effort, but through divine orchestration. The same universe that once tested you is now rewarding your faith. What they meant for harm, heaven is transforming into your harvest. You will begin to dream differently now, visions not of fear, but of purpose. You'll wake up with a strange calm, a knowing that you no longer have to run. The energy of fear will fade, replaced by the serenity of understanding. You will begin to trust again, not because life is perfect, but because you've seen what happens when you surrender to divine timing. You've seen that even in your lowest moments, you were never abandoned. You'll start to feel gratitude for everything, even for what broke you, because now you see that it was all part of the architecture of your awakening. You were being sculpted by divine hands into something unshakable, and now, finally, you stand in that truth. People who once questioned your faith will be silent in your presence, unable to understand the glow that follows you. They'll see peace where there used to be pain, strength where there used to be confusion. Some will come to apologize, others will simply drift away, unable to face what they did. But you will not seek revenge or validation, you will only smile, for you have learned that the greatest justice is peace. You've outgrown their understanding. You've surpassed their expectations. And you've done it without hate, without vengeance, only through grace. That's what makes your victory divine. Archangel Michael stands again beside you, wings unfolded, eyes blazing with light. His voice is a whisper that cuts through the noise. Do not fear what is being removed. What leaves you now was never part of your destiny. What remains is sacred. The moment he speaks, a wave of calm floods your soul. You realize that letting go is not loss, it's alignment. The things you once clung to were never yours to begin with. What's truly yours will never require you to beg, chase, or suffer. It will flow, it will fit, it will feel like peace. And in that realization, you finally release everything that ever hurt you. The energy shifts again, stronger this time. You can feel it, the world rearranging itself in your favor. Every closed door opens quietly. Every unanswered question begins to resolve. The same path that once seemed uncertain now glows with clarity. You are walking in rhythm with the divine plan, every step guided by something higher than you can explain. The light that follows you isn't just a symbol of hope, it's proof that you survived the fire and came out luminous. You are not the storm that tried to destroy you, you are the calm that came after it. And soon, everyone will see that. You will meet people who recognize the light in you instantly, souls that feel familiar though you've never met. They will understand your silence, your depth, your heart. These are your soul allies, sent not by chance but by divine design. Together, you will rise higher, move forward faster, and heal deeper than ever before. Every interaction will carry meaning. Every meeting will feel like divine appointment. You will stop doubting the path because every sign will confirm it. The universe will communicate through everything, through timing, through intuition, through synchronicity. And you will finally trust it completely. The days ahead will bring revelations that leave you speechless. Secrets that once hurt you will unravel into lessons that free you. The same truth that once broke your heart will now rebuild your life. The light you carry will begin to awaken others, even those who once turned away from you. You'll see it in their eyes, the reflection of your peace. You are becoming what the world needs most, a living testament of transformation, proof that even the deepest pain can give birth to unshakable strength. And as you stand in the quiet of your new dawn, the voice returns one last time, not from outside you, but from within. You have arrived. You are free. And nothing, not time, not fear, not doubt, will ever take this peace from you again.